she would just like you to sort of define what is and isn't uninsured motorist coverage. And do you think it's something that she should be worried about? Is it important for her to have?
Well, thank you, Neil, and thank you, Vic. I appreciate so much your kind comments, and some of them were true, and I appreciate the others as well. But and let me reach out and tell the community. Vic is the one who set up not just LawCall, but the monthly meetings of trial lawyers, and my law firm has really enjoyed and learned a lot from that experience that he's led with the trial lawyers in the Augusta and Macon area. But uninsured coverage means this. If you are struck by a vehicle that does not have insurance, your uninsured coverage on your vehicle would pay in its place. And insofar as is it good to have it, yes, absolutely. And in South Carolina, it is mandatory. I think Vic can deal with the Georgia side of things, but in South Carolina, it is mandatory you have two types of insurance: liability insurance if you cause injury to someone else, and uninsured coverage if someone who doesn't have insurance causes injury to you. So uninsured is extremely important and absolutely necessary, and you can collect even though the other party doesn't have insurance. As long as you have insurance, uninsured coverage will be on there. It differs from underinsured coverage, which we can talk a little bit more about later. Ours are separately written. I think in Georgia, Vic, your uninsured and underinsured are written as uninsured, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. But it's certainly appropriate to have uninsured, and very, very, very advisable to have underinsured, which, as the term indicates, if someone hits you and they don't have enough insurance, underinsured coverage would cover. It is not mandatory, but it must be offered to you. But yes, make sure you have uninsured coverage on either side of the river.
Yeah. It's Neil, it's a real problem for a family when they've been involved in a wreck. Not only is it a physical issue caused with the family as a result of the injuries, but a major financial issue. And the reason that you should make sure that you have uninsured motorist coverage is very simple. The person is most likely to cause a wreck or to leave the scene of a wreck after having caused the wreck is the person that doesn't have any insurance. And you are left completely out in the cold if you've got you got the family automobile destroyed, you got the wage earner badly injured, and you can't find the person that hit you and ran, or the person that hit you had no automobile insurance. So in Georgia, it's not mandatory that you have uninsured motorist coverage, and uninsured motorist coverage and underinsured motorist coverage are treated the same, as Ronnie pointed out. So, but you should always opt to get uninsured motorist coverage, and always recommend to get add-on uninsured motorist coverage. It is a saving grace when you get into the situation where the individual that's most likely to leave the scene, the individual is most likely to cause an injury, a wreck, causing personal injury as well as property damage, that person is most likely not to have insurance. And the only way you can protect you and your family is to have the uninsured motorist coverage.